Hello. I apologize. I look like shit. I've been sobbing because I just saw the documentary, Gaza, Doctors Under Attack. This is the documentary that BBC refused to air. And thankfully, Zateo and Channel 4 were able to obtain the rights. I saw it on Zateo. Go check out their Substack to see the documentary. It's an hour, and here are some of my thoughts. I noticed that the journalist used some phrases that bothered me, I guess, at times. She said, oh, when Israel finally attacked the hospital, or they were finally bombed. She would use the word finally. It's like, what the fuck you mean finally? What does that fucking mean? And there was a moment where one of the doctors was talking about how one of the doctors was murdered, and she had used the word killed, and he was like, I don't like the word killed. He was martyred. He was murdered. And it's 100% true. They weren't killed. They were murdered. I think that there is a very specific reason BBC did not decide to air this. And honestly, fuck the BBC. Fuck the BBC for not airing it. They should be completely ashamed of themselves, because every single person should watch this. I am so grateful that Mehdi, the founder of Zateo, bought the rights and people can watch it, because people need to. Obviously, it is a luxury that I am sitting here and watching things through a screen. That we are watching things through a screen and we're not currently living in the moments of genocide. But it is still heart-wrenching, and it is still necessary that we watch each and everything that is possible that comes out from what is happening in Gaza. It hit me also when I was watching this. It's officially 21 months since the genocide started. That's almost, we're 3 months away from 2 years of genocide. It's so inhumane. And all I could think about throughout the entire thing was how the entire world has failed the Palestinians. The entire world has failed them, because for 21 months they have been under genocide. For 21 months they have been slaughtered by the IDF. And the United States has funded every single second of it. Britain has funded every single second of it. The UN has come out multiple times declaring that what is happening in Gaza is a genocide. And still, nothing is done. I understand that the United States is a superpower and we're run by a maniac. I get that. But I need a country to go in and save and stop and protect and do something to help the Palestinians. Gaza's not existent. What that is a mass grave. A mass grave that the entire world allowed to build up and up and up. I truly believe that there is more than 500,000 people that have been murdered by the IDF. So we need to stop saying 57,000. No, that's a disgraceful number. It discounts all the murders that Israel has done. My last thought. The IDF are current day Nazis. Every single thing that we learned in the Nuremberg trials, the IDF are doing. Every single thing we learned in the Nuremberg trials, the IDF is currently doing to the Palestinians. 21 months of genocide that we are allowing. 21 months torture. And all I can say, and it means nothing, it really does. I'm so sorry we failed you. The world has failed you. I'm so sorry that the world failed in protecting Palestinians. I'm so sorry that we failed. A country, multiple, needs to go in there. They need aid. They need hope. They need this to end. Babies are starving to death. And I want to make something very clear. You know how everyone was really upset, understandably so, no doubt about it, about Kilmar Borrego Garcia and Sekot, and how he was tortured? That's what the IDF are doing to Palestinians. The IDF have concentration camps. They didn't use the words concentration camps, but they're concentration camps. So if you can be upset and you can be angry about what happened to Kilmar Borrego Garcia, you should be speaking up for the Palestinian people, because there are thousands of men and women and children in those concentration camps that need to be free. The torture that was described, I've only heard a handful of times. One of them is the Nuremberg trials. So when people focus on artists saying death to the IDF, just point them to this documentary. The worst atrocities you can imagine, that is what Israel is doing. The worst atrocities, that is what the entire world has allowed. IDF members. Eden Alexander, one of the hostages, he's American. He went to Israel to kill Palestinians. So the world is complicit in allowing this to happen. I know the United States isn't gonna do anything. I know the United Kingdom isn't gonna do anything. Spain, even China, Russia. I am begging anyone, any country, to go help the Palestinian people. So go support Sateo. They are a great independent media source. Fuck the BBC. It shows why they didn't want people to see it. Earlier this week, it came out that they had over 100 people sign a letter stating that 100 journalists stating that they were told to say positive things about Israel. The BBC is just as complicit. And I want the BBC to know that the Nuremberg trials in The Hague, they found journalists to be complicit of genocide, just as much as you should be tried in The Hague. If you are able to watch this, please. It's necessary. And like I always say, forever and always, free Palestine.